Hey everybody, sorry, we're gonna make this a two-part because there's just, way too much to cover, especially talking to an artist like Beliz that has such a great story. So we're gonna try and reconnect with Beliz Iristay. I've been saying her name as Iristay for years. I'm gonna start saying Iristay. And hopefully we'll reconnect with Beliz. Coming up, we have Tom Driscoll, Bucky from the original radio station that was here at Bread and Salt, Beth Ross Buckley from Camarada, Adam, John Manley, and others. So hopefully Beliz gets back on. If anybody has any questions for Beliz, now's a really good time to get the questions out there. Hopefully Beliz comes back. We're still adding videos to YouTube all the time. And if you have a minute, check out the Bread and Salt Artist Store and the Bread and Salt Gallery Store, where you can support San Diego artists and beyond. 100% of the proceeds go to the artists. The Gallery Store is different. That has Ponca's current exhibition on there. And then we also have Bread and Salt Press, where you can pre-order the Bread and Salt Press book of Ponca, and a few of those have already sold. It's pretty exciting. I hope Beliz comes back. It might take her a minute. Here she is. Let's add Beliz. And if you have questions, use the question mark icon down at the bottom. Might take a second. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in, too. I know it's kind of annoying to watch an extended video and try to connect with all these people. Everything will end up back on YouTube. So I sent Beliz an invitation to join the video. Maybe she could add me if there's a bad connection. Oh, geez. What? Why is it not working? It says waiting. Hang in there, people.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
So now we don't have to worry about getting kicked off again, and you're clear. Maybe that was better to kind of get the image going again. So you were just saying, do you think you actually had the virus? Did you get tested?
Yeah. Well, we got tested, and I got tested because I was with all the symptoms that they were requesting to be able to get tested. There's a protocol, and I was in Mexico when I got sick, so it's completely same all around the world, the protocol.
Right.
So you have fever, pneumonia, cough, and other symptoms.
Tell us what it was like, and did you get hospitalized or?
Yeah, I had to go because I had some blood issue. I was bleeding a little bit, so started to get worried by the third day, and my fever was still going on, and the cough was very intense. So right away they took me to the intensive unit for the corona thing, and they took my x-rays. And what is happening is, if you have a pneumonia and with all the symptoms that COVID has, you are a candidate. But the test has a 30% of false negative, and but we don't know. The test came out negative, so so it lasts to recover time is very long. It's a very strong, very severe flu, basically. And the third week, I started to get much better. The cough was less, and I had the strength to able to come to San Diego.
Yeah.
So to be able to see with my doctor, because they were requesting me to go to San Diego to be seen. They were like, "You are there, and we can't make anything. Come here, we have to check you." And they checked me, and my lungs were clean, no pneumonia anymore. And but you know, we are doing other checkups, and yesterday finally I woke up good and I came to the studio to start painting, and everything went well in a way. So I said, okay, I'm over.
And your family is Hamex and everybody else doing good, your son and everything?
Yeah, we are all good. Hamex had some symptoms that by the fourth day is impossible for the person who is in charge of you for help to not get.
Right.
So, and it's a weird, very weird solidarity that you have to go through. So I have to be in quarantine 14 days, you know, separate from them, and you can't really get help, or you can't help to them, and you're like, what I'm gonna do? I'm alone, and yeah, it's a weird thing that you have to
Crazy.
apply for.
So what has happened with your practice and the De La Torre brothers, since you guys are all on the same ranch and everything? What has it been like for work? You all are professional artists and you rely on this type of work. So what is happening right now for future projects? Or
Well, my own projects are postponed.
mm-hmm.
I had this March, I had 3 shows
Wow.
with Kearney Mesa, with Alessandra Moctezuma, and Little Bench Gallery, a solo show in La Jolla,
Mm-hmm.
and another show for April for the airport temporary exhibitions. So
Mm-hmm.
everything is postponed for me, but I have work to continue to work to finish things that I had. For their side is they have public art projects that they are going,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like they are still going, so they're able to also work on those projects. But of course, all the shows and private gallery spaces are, you know, all of them are postponed. Nothing
Right.
is open. So, well, it's not an easy time for any of us as artists, right? So
Right.
we are trying to make this work somehow, and we will have to wait, and we will have to be concerned about what we have and how we can use. Like, I can't get any materials. The supplier is closed. We don't know when he's going to open.
Right.
And, but I can work with what I have, or start to create other new ideas. We need to be creative.
Right.
So,
I think everybody is also looking to alternative processes.
yeah,
It might be a
exactly.
time for inspiration. I know part of what you do in your studio is you invite the public to do workshops, like the horns behind you, the pit fired process and all these different things. So activation with the public is part of your process sometimes.
Yeah, and it's not happening, but like you guys, what you started as Bread and Salt Gallery with the online shop, I never had my products, my work as, you know, online selling, or so I said that's a good opportunity. I should, you know.
Yeah, and I hope
use
you'll
this.
send us some stuff. I think I
Yeah.
already sent you the information.
Exactly. Yeah, next week I am actually, yes, gonna bring some stuff. I'm ready, and I'm almost now finishing the
Cool.
painting stuff, and yeah. So thank you for having me. It's gonna be, you know, great.
Yeah. Well, just to kind of finish up, are we missing anything that you wanted to talk about or mention, or?
Well, not really. I mean, we talk all about everything in general, and thank you for having me. That was really fun.
It's been great to kind of hear your story. I'm an artist, and I also, I like to learn about artists, and I personally like to hear the whole story, because what we do here at Bread and Salt is we focus a lot on solo exhibitions. And so I love to hear about what has inspired an artist or what brought them to their current perspective. So I really like doing the interviews, and I like to hear the entire story. And also I like to hear about people collecting artwork. So for me, I like to collect artwork, and I like to buy things and have artwork in my house that I can look at. And it's interesting to me to see what an artist might have grown up with in their home and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah. Yes.
The ranch there is just like, it's so inspiring. Just every turn and everything there is just like there's something interesting because of
It
the
is.
architecture and the
Oh,
land and everything. Um, it must
my
be. Oh yeah, there's probably some friends here. It
yeah,
must be so.
my family from Turkey.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it, you know, of all places to be stuck at your ranch there, it must be pretty entertaining. There must be something to do all the time.
Yes, yes, it is. We still need to go out of our box,
Hmm.
because we have a 9-year-old that we need to think about him and take turns to able to work. He's at home. Um,
Is he getting
so
bored?
yeah, he is in a way. And Monday the school is starting. I mean the online school, so it's great. I can't wait to go back to the studio to work because it's been not easy.
Hmm.
And so, but like you said, of course, we are lucky. We are lucky to be in touch with the nature and with having spaces that we can, produce and work at the same time. I hope it's same for you too. You
Yeah.
have, your place that you can go and work.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to have Bread and Salt also as a foundation and employer.
Okay.
You know, I'm very
Yeah.
lucky that I'm still employed by Bread and Salt, and I also have a studio here in the building. So I'm very lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. That's great.
But
Thank you so much, Tom.
yeah, thank you for talking. And I'm going to put this interview on YouTube with the rest of them. I'll send you a link so you can share it with family and friends that didn't get to see it. And
Sure.
uh,
That
yeah,
sounds
so
great.
yeah, I'm going to end the video right now, but thanks for talking.
Thank you for having
All right.
me. Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.
So thank you everybody for tuning back in for a two-part. We're going to be talking with more artists Tuesday through Saturday, always at 1 p.m. And we're going to start, we've kind of rounded off the Bread and Salt team here for people that were available. We're going to be talking to a few more people later, but we're going to start reaching out. So we're going to be extending these interviews into more artists that have not shown here or might not have a studio in the building, and also different people in the arts community, curators and things like that, other artists, and hopefully gallery people and things like that, so we can kind of get a full conversation going as to how everybody's dealing with the whole current situation that we are in. So thanks for watching. See ya.